Our elementary years will never be complete without the graduation ceremony. So despite this difficult time, Looc Elementary School faculty and staff, headed by our school head, Mr. Alexander D. Noval, holds the first ever online graduation with the theme
Sulong Edukalidad, pagtataguyod sa kinabukasan ng bayan.
to recognize the efforts of our dear candidates for graduation in achieving their goal of completing their elementary education. To start with, may I request everybody to pay respect to our nation by singing the Philippine National Anthem.
Mga kababayan, ang pambansang awit ng Pilipinas. Kayang mag-ibig, telas ng sinangalan, alam ng puso, sa dikit mo'y buhay. Lupang hinirang, kuya ka ng magiting, sa manlulupin, di ka pasisigil, sa nagatang tutok sa simoy at sa langit ng bangaw, ay hinatang tudla, kawin sa pagkayang minamahal. Ang isang ng matawad mo'y tagumpay na nag-iingin, ang bituin at araw niya kailan pamay di magdidinig. Lumalang araw ng walang pagsinta, mo'y langit sa piling mo. Ang inigaya ng pagkay mga amin, ang mamatay ng dahil sa'yo.
Let us now offer this moment to our Almighty God as we praise Him together.
In the darkness we were waiting, without hope, without light, till from heaven you came running. There was mercy in your eyes, to fulfill the law and prophets. To a virgin came the word, from a throne of endless glory to a cradle in the dirt. Praise the Father, praise the Son, praise the Spirit, three in one. God of glory, majesty, praise forever to the King of Kings. To reveal the kingdom coming and to reconcile the lost, to redeem the whole creation. You did not despise the cross, for even in your suffering you saw to the other side, knowing this was our salvation. Jesus, for our sake you died. Praise the Father, praise the Son, praise the Spirit, three in one. God of glory, majesty, praise forever to the King of Kings. In the morning that you rose, all of heaven held its breath, till that stone was moved for good, for the Lamb had conquered death, and the dead rose from their tombs, and the angels stood in awe, for the souls of all who'd come to the Father are restored.
To welcome us all in this ceremony, here is Ronnie Jr. and Noval with honors for his warm greetings.
Parents, teachers, graduating pupils, our school head, Mr. Alexander D. Noval, our public schools district supervisor, Dr. Eva A. Casinillo, the barangay officials, led by Honorable Mark Anthony Looc, and the Parents Teachers Association officer, headed by Mrs. Mavil G. Noval, and to all the online viewers, good day to each and everyone. There is nothing that can hinder hardworking people to achieve their goals and celebrate their success, not even this COVID-19 pandemic. Therefore, I'm honored to welcome you all to the first ever online graduation ceremony of Looc Elementary School, District of Daan Bantayan 2, Cebu Province Division. Thank you, and we wish you a great day ahead.
Even though we are facing such difficult situation right now, we were still able to complete the basic academic requirements for the K-12 curriculum of school year 2019 to 2020. Ladies and gentlemen, the school head of Looc Elementary School, Mr. Alexander D. Noval, for the presentation of the candidates for graduation.
Dr. Eva A. Casinillo, Public School District Supervisor of the Bantayan District 2, the authorized representative of Dr. Marilyn S. Andales, School Division Superintendent of Cebu Province, in my capacity as school head of Looc Elementary School, Looc Tapilon, Bantayan, Cebu, I have the honor to present to you the 37 candidates for graduation. 22 of whom are males, 15 are female. They have satisfactorily completed the 6-year basic elementary education curriculum as prescribed by the Department of Education, and they are now awaiting for your confirmation as graduates with all the right, honors, and privileges appertaining thereunto.
And now, for the confirmation of candidates for graduation, to be followed by her message, let us welcome our Public Schools District Supervisor of Daan Bantayan 2, Dr. Eva A. Casinillo.
By virtue of the authority delegated to me by the school's division superintendent, Dr. Marilyn S. Andales, based on the facts and figures presented to me by your school head, Mr. Alexander D. Noval, and on the assurance that you have satisfactorily completed the basic requirements for elementary education curriculum as prescribed by the Department of Education, I do hereby approve and confirm your elementary graduation on this 20th day of July 2020 with all the rights, honors, and privileges thereunto appertaining. Henceforth, you are now eligible for transfer and admission to any secondary school in the Republic of the Philippines. Congratulations and Godspeed! My warmest greetings to the school head, faculty members, advisors, parents, and guardians of the graduates of school year 2019-2020 with the theme, Sulong Edukalidad, Pagtataguyod sa Kinabukasan ng Bayan. Dear graduates, congratulations on these special moments of your life when you reap the long-awaited fruits of your hard work and perseverance. Through the years, you've been diligent in studying your lesson with the guidance of your dedicated and committed teachers. This is not the end, but a beginning of another journey as you continue preparing yourselves for a more challenging life ahead. With this journey, don't forget the lessons you learned and the values you acquired. Make your parents, community, and country proud of you and your achievement. Continue living up to become citizens of good character and intellectually competent enough to be one of the country's assets that will lead to global competitiveness. Congratulations and good luck to your next endeavor.
Thank you, Dr. Eva, for the inspiring message. At this juncture, we now present to you our dear graduates of Looc Elementary School for the school year 2019 to 2020. Aribado Ivan C., son of Mr. and Mrs. Arnel and Hedeliza Aribado. Aribado Janjan M., son of Mr. and Mrs. Gerardo and Liza Aribado. Arisgado Kithal R., son of Mr. and Mrs. Vicente and Ofelia Arisgado. Briones Darrell C., son of Mr. and Mrs. Dominador and Floripes Briones. Compuesto Jake Francis A., son of Mr. and Mrs. Jimmy and Lucanta Compuesto. Compuesto Ken J. C., son of Mr. and Mrs. Felix and Christina Compuesto. Cuyoca Jefferson M., son of Mr. Jeffrey Cuyoca and Miss Juliet Mara Asin. Jano Justin C., son of Mr. and Mrs. Patrocinio and Maricel Jano. Fernandez John Louis S., son of Mr. and Mrs. Jonathan and Marian Fernandez. Guevara Jake M., son of Mr. and Mrs. Sherwin and Jinky Guevara. Manatad Joshua O., son of Mr. and Mrs. Joseph and Elvie Manatad. Menyoza Jethro C., son of Mr. and Mrs. Mario and Sheila Menyoza. Montesilio Zidric A., son of Miss Shahani Montesilio. Narca Winnervon C., son of Miss Charlene Compuesto. Noval Rani Jr. N., son of Mr. and Mrs. Rani and Igloria Noval. Punay Nilmark T., son of Mr. and Mrs. Noel and Rizel Punay. Rosal Marklin A., son of Mr. and Mrs. Alvin and Marisa Rosal. Rosalejos Justin M., son of Mr. and Mrs. Jose and Nancy Rosalejos. Rosalejos Markhill A., son of Mr. and Mrs. Glenn and Evelyn Rosalejos. Sanchez Albert B., son of Mr. and Mrs. Albino and Rotessa Sanchez. Taof Wendell F., son of Mr. and Mrs. Willard and Gurley Taof. Zamora Jewel James L., son of Mr. and Mrs. Junie and Arlene Zamora. Amora Ashley C., daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Chufilo and Chumilin Amora. Arabis Quinny Rose B., daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Luel and Eda Arabis. Mayarkal Rihanna A., daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Robert and Ruby Bayarkal. Dayday Erica Therese B., daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Bonifacio and Rica Dayday. Fernandez Ginalyn S., daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Jonathan and Marian Fernandez. Gulfan Angel Y., daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Adelino and Eileen Gulfan. Gulfan Sarah Jean G., daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Moises and Mary Jean Gulfan. Magdadaro Rose Ann C., daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Reynaldo and Maria Charito Magdadaro. Mandawe Christy Marie C., daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Chandi and Michelle Mandawe. Montana Jemima A., daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Margarito and Eva Montana. Pepito Jalome M., daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Celso and Vilma Pepito. Regidor Maureen Merrill, daughter of Miss Catherine Regidor. Rodrigo Nina Angela D., daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Siriaco and Jeneline Rodrigo. Sanchez April Jane B., daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Zinaido and Marisol Sanchez. Yaun Vanessa A., daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Edgardo and Marites Yaun. In behalf of all the graduates of Looc Elementary School, let us now hear the graduation speech of Kithal R. Aresgado with honors.
Our Public Schools District Supervisor, Dr. Eva A. Casinillo, Looc Elementary School Teaching First, headed by our school head, Mr. Alexander Dinoval, honored guests, barangay officials, PTA officers, beloved parents, my fellow graduates, friends, ladies and gentlemen, a pleasant day to everyone. My dear co-graduates, today marks not an ending but just the beginning of a new chapter in our lives. I know that you are feeling a lot of emotion right now, as I am too, because of this pandemic that is happening all over the world. We may be sad because we cannot hold our moving up ceremony the usual way, and we cannot properly say goodbye to our friends we hold there in our hearts, yet also happy for we are celebrating our success in our early years of education. I know we are all excited because we are moving on to the next level of learning, yet nervous for what might come our way, especially during these trivial times. Today is indeed special because more than anything, this is the proof of what we have overcome to show all of them that we are ready to take on the next step of our academic life, which is high school. It seems like yesterday when we first entered the gates of our school, which will now become our alma mater. Now, we are called graduates, but are we graduates just because we wanted to be one? Or are we graduates because we did everything we could, gave our best, and succeeded? My fellow graduates, let me remind you that this is a celebration of yesterday's memories. These are memories of our hard works, of our struggles, and of our victories, and every challenge laid to us throughout our elementary years. These are memories that inspire, memories that urge us to strive harder and do better. From simple ABCs and basic mathematics, we will now move on to more challenging lessons in life. Today, despite this unimaginable situation we are in due to the COVID-19 pandemic, I am still very proud to represent my co-graduates for the school year 2019 to 2020 as we embark on our next journey of our learning. My dear fellow graduates, we all deserve a thunder of applause. And in every ending starts a new beginning and new challenges. Yes, the road ahead might be full of trials, but it is also full of opportunities, and I know that we are ready to take them all. Let us not forget that we are braver than we believe, stronger than we seem, and smarter than we think. High school life, bring it on! Have a great day ahead, and congratulations to all of us. Let us all shine bright in the future.
To celebrate further, let us now sing along to the graduation song of Batch 2020.
I close my eyes and I can see a world that's waiting up for me, that I call my own.
through the dark, through the door, through where no one's been before, but it feels like home. They can say it all sounds crazy. They can say I've lost my mind. I don't care, so call me crazy. We can live in a world that we design. 'Cause every night I lie in bed, the brightest colors fill my head. A million dreams are keeping me awake. I think of what the world could be, a vision of the one I see. A million dreams is all it's gonna take. A million dreams for the world we're gonna make. There's a house we can build. Every room inside is filled with things from far away. Special things I compile, each one there to make you smile on a rainy day. They can say it all sounds crazy. They can say we've lost our minds. I don't care if they call us crazy. Run away to a world that we design.
Every night I lie in bed, the brightest colors fill my head. A million dreams keeping me awake. I think of what the world could be, a vision of the one I see. A million dreams is all it's gonna take. A million dreams for the world we're gonna make.
However big, however small, let me be part of it all. Share your dreams with me. You may be right, you may be wrong, but say that you'll bring me along to the world you see, to the world I close my eyes to see. I close my eyes to see.
Every night I lie in bed, the brightest colors fill my head.
A million dreams are keeping me
A million dreams, a million dreams. I think of what the world could be, a vision of the one I see. A million dreams is all it's gonna take. A million dreams for the world we're gonna make.
for the world we're gonna make.
At this moment, to show us the grateful hearts of our dear graduates of batch 2019 to 2020, we have Jelame M. Pipito with honors for her words of gratitude.
Good day to one and all, especially to our honored guests and the stakeholders of Looc Elementary School, our Public Schools District Supervisor, Dr. Eva A. Casinalin, Looc Elementary School Teaching Force, headed by our school head, Mr. Alexander D. Noval, barangay officials, PTA officers, beloved parents, and my fellow graduates. Our graduation today is the first of the series of accomplishments in all our undertakings that we will surely achieve. with the help and guidance of the people that surround us. On this note, in behalf of all the pupils of Looc Elementary School, I am overwhelmed with deep sense of gratitude, pride, and joy for those who have made our achievements possible. First and foremost, I am very thankful to God for granting us talent, wisdom, knowledge, and strength. We are forever grateful to you, Lord, for blessing us with caring teachers, loving and supportive parents, and wonderful classmates. Second, thank you to our teachers, especially our advisor, Ms. Cristel Marie A. Cotejo, for committing your precious time, wisdom, and never-ending patience for us. You have taught us well and still are teaching us to achieve excellence. You help us on our way to this day. I believe that we're much better persons now than we would have been had we not met all of you. And we salute you for that. I would also like to express our sincerest gratitude to all the parents, especially my mama and papa, for your endless support and sacrifices. Thank you for loving us unconditionally and setting the foundation for our future. It might not show, but we love you so much. Lastly, to all my friends and classmates, thank you for making my elementary days a truly memorable and enjoyable experience. These words are never enough to show how grateful we are to those who filled our lives with everything we need. Now, we can proudly say we are graduates, not only because of our efforts to succeed, but also because of these people behind us who forget themselves and prioritize our future. I know that we will have good, even better chances to succeed because we were nurtured, disciplined, guided, and prepared by them. We sincerely and wholeheartedly give honor and thanks to all of you. Once again, good day to everyone.
And now, to represent the graduates of batch 2019 to 2020 of Looc Elementary School for the Pledge of Loyalty, here is Erica Therese B. Daiday with honors.
We, the 2020 graduates of Looc Elementary School, after having received our certificates of graduation, do hereby pledge to do our best for the glory of our school, to the fullest satisfaction of our parents, for the improvement and welfare of the community. Behind this pledge is our never-ending love, appreciation, and loyalty to our alma mater, Looc Elementary School. So help us God.
Congratulations to all the graduates! The faculty and staff of Looc Elementary School would like to express our heartfelt gratitude to the parents, PTA officers, barangay officials, school administrators, to all the stakeholders, and also to the online viewers who committed to share their time with us through this online graduation to celebrate with us the milestone achieved by our dear pupils. Thank you once again, and God bless us all.